Welcome to this week's edition of How To for the Dixie Sun. This one very, very important. It's springtime. Everybody wants to have that June wedding. You'll have to have a formal dinner with the family. So when you get to the table, of course, you might have a fancy napkin. Start out by putting it on your lap. Don't do any of this. Okay, we're not in Beethoven. Remember when they stuffed it in there and they had the hot dog contest? Okay, that's just not classy. So this is what we do. Actually, no, we don't. Don't put your elbows on the table, keep them down, and most importantly, mind your manners and don't. Can you imagine your future mother-in-law or father-in-law? Oh yeah, I'm gonna let that guy date my son or that girl. Ladies, we know you burp at girls' night, so don't try and deny it, but just keep it out of the dinner table. Don't turn your plate when they bring you the food. The server is going to bring you food and it's going to take a little while, probably a couple minutes for you to get your portions. Don't turn it for them. They know that. It's kind of like the rule that I'm going to tell you a little bit later on about leaning over. Yeah, I'll tell you about that in just a second. But also, when you're eating your food, sometimes if you have, say you're eating your potato salads on this side and you just finished with your steak, you might want to spin your plate around and get to it. No, don't do that. You don't want to be moving stuff around. That's like you lifting up your placemat and taking it all over the place. Not cool. That's a big, important step. Don't start eating until all food has been put on, not only on your plate, but everybody's plate. It seems to be common for you to, scoop at this while you start eating the potatoes or the macaroni salad before, maybe everybody's been given the macaroni salad. Still doesn't give you permission. Wait for all the food for that course to be served to you. If you wait till the dessert comes, you'll be waiting a long time because they won't clear your plate until you actually eat. So that's important. Thank you. Yeah, the server was just serving me on the left side, my left, of course. That's how they're trained to do it. So they shouldn't be coming to your right, but also, very important, I've seen this a million times in the restaurant. It's like the server's 5 billion pounds or something. It is like taking up all the space. You don't have to lean to the right. They're trained especially to go around you and put it in your plate. So make sure you don't do anything. You can say thank you or turn, but don't make any drastic body movements. We all love going to that famous Italian restaurant that has the amazing breadsticks, but guess what? No bread dipping. That's a no-no. And also with the soup too, no dipping in the soup, no dipping in the marinara sauce. Chances are you're probably not gonna have that in a formal dinner anyway because it's very messy. Marinara is very hard to get out of your clothes, but no bread dipping. But really, let's extend that to anything. Don't dip anything at the dinner table. It's just not right. You're not camping, so don't mix your food together. If you've got potatoes and you've got this and you've got some green beans, don't make a goulash. That's not what we're here for. Eat it all separately. Now, if you have to mix together the tastes of at some point, see, like me, I like to eat, I like to eat the macaroni salad, and then I like to eat my steak, and I go in portions, but some people have to have a little bit of everything. That's okay, you can still do that, but just take a bite of everything. Don't mix it all together like you're a little kid on your plate. Big turnoff to the family. Okay, this one is a little bit trickier, and I don't know many people that would do this, but just in case you're ever tempted and maybe you're just really thirsty, you're supposed to put down your utensils before you eat. Nothing is worse than you trying to eat something and trying to, oh yeah, that looks really classy. I think that would not go over well, so make sure you just put down this, take your pick. You either get the utensils or you get the stemware. It's very simple. Eat stemware, eat stemware. If you do that, you should be good. See that? Napkin, use it, especially after every bite of food or drink, especially if the drink is a different color. Maybe it's not water, and so, for instance, a grape juice or a wine could stick and have purple stuff all over your face. So just use it, takes 2 seconds, and then that way when you're talking to your sister-in-law's Uncle Earl about whatever, you're not talking with a bunch of marinara sauce on your face, even though he's probably talking to you with a bunch of marinara sauce on his face. Finger foods are called finger foods for a reason. Use your fingers, of course, but not at a formal dinner. Except except if there's celery, carrots, nuts are also okay, but even small pieces of meat, like chicken fingers, you'd think that'd be okay. No, you're supposed to cut up the chicken finger. There's only a few items like the ones that I just named. Also, corn on the cob is okay, but there's a slight limitation. It's very trashy to just go through it. I guess you could say white trash, that would be the common slang term, to go through and eat all of your corn on the cob and not down everything. No, you don't have to slide it off, but you should take a little bit and then put it down and eat something else in your meal. It kind of goes along with the mixing food together. You don't want to mix the food, just like you don't want to eat all of your corn at the same time. Congratulations, you made it through your first meal, but that doesn't mean you get up and walk away when you're finished. Even if you're all done talking and everybody starts getting up, the customary thing to do is to just stay seated until the server takes your food away. It's kind of like at a restaurant. Usually you don't get up before your food's taken away because the check hasn't come yet. Well, chances are if you're going to a formal dinner that your family's at, you're not going to see a check. And if you do, you should probably just not be a part of that family because that's just rude. But don't go anywhere until it's like being excused. Remember that when we were a child? You're excused from the dinner table and then the dinner's over. Well, now I excuse you to shut off this video because you have now learned how to formally attend a dinner party.